Bridges is a great project that's been under development for the last few years. It's essentially about providing better pedestrian connections for the people who live in Launceston, particularly for those that live north of the river. The A388 is quite a busy road and has high levels of heavy goods vehicles travelling up and down that road. And actually, through this sort of historic nature layout of Launceston, some of the footways are quite fragmented with missing sections. So improving pedestrian connectivity was one of the key priorities for the town.
So the current bridge we're on, the Ridgegrove Bridge, is a shared cycleway and path which connects Newport Industrial Estate Co-op car park with about 500 metres of path through a previous floodplain stroke fields, and then it leads up to Ridgegrove Lane.
It's about improving pedestrian and cycle connections and also provides a nice pleasant walk away from the traffic for the local people in that area, particularly the residents of the Ridgegrove housing estate. It provides a direct off-road pleasant walk through to the Newport Industrial Estate and the local supermarket, and then with the onward connections towards the town centre. This is a really exciting project. It brings in lots of investment for habitat creation as well alongside, which will hopefully sort of increase the biodiversity and make it just a really pleasant walk.
We are going to basically do a similar thing to what you can see behind me. So we'll be introducing pollinator plants, we will be putting a new native hedge in there, lots of wildflower meadow areas, and probably the pièce de résistance is actually a massive pond. So fantastic habitat for insects. We'll have dragonflies coming along and maybe the odd otter, who knows. The whole thing that we're trying to do with the Making Space for Nature is actually to bring nature closer to people. By introducing relatively simple things, people will be able to see what we've done and actually possibly replicate it in their own gardens. So we start with putting things in the public space, and then people can appreciate them and then perhaps do something similar at home.
Launceston does have some really steep gradients and we can't get away from that, but by improving the connections that we have, it does start to form a whole comprehensive network to enable more trips locally to be undertaken by walking.
I mean, the importance of people getting out and walking and cycling rather than being in their car is just so important. One of the best things that we can do to improve our health is to get more exercise and try and build that into our day. So therefore, you know, as well as being good for your health, it's good for the environment, it's good for climate change, it's good for air quality as well.
So currently we're preparing for Western Power are going to install a electric cable, go right from the top of site, right the way through, and this will feed bollards, and these bollards will be illuminated at roughly sort of 10 metre centres along the path. That will provide some lighting, and also there is going to be CCTV at the top and at the bottom of the site. We've also got St Thomas Bridge.
Essentially, it's a new pedestrian bridge alongside the existing road bridge over the River Kensey in the Newport Square area. It will provide a new pedestrian connection, which means that the footway over the existing bridge can be removed, and this means that two vehicles then can pass at a steady speed, so that's key to it to ensure we don't make speeds faster, but they can pass with a little bit more ease, which will help traffic flows in the area considerably. And this in turn will help improve the air quality. Launceston has got a declared air quality management area, and we know that the queuing traffic is one of the key issues for exacerbating the conditions.
For Ridgegrove Path, the next step is to complete the path up to wearing course, the top coat on the tarmac on the path for the 500 metre stint, and finish the approach on the south side of the river in the Co-op car park. So that's the next step of Ridgegrove. St Thomas, the next step is the bridge installation. Once the bridge is installed, we will permanently divert the temporary gas under the new bridge deck, and this will then allow us to remove the old footpath over the road bridge, and then we'll be able to finish the northern and south approaches. It has caused some disruption. Take the opportunity to thank the patience of the local community and the businesses. We've tried to avoid that or minimise the impact as much as possible. And looking forward to getting that bridge installed and finally get the gas diverted and on the home straight.
It's about creating safer, more pleasant ways to enable people to be able to walk some of these local journeys. It will also be accompanied in future years with further investment in the walking network, such as we have developer contributions for improved walking to the south of the town to better connect the Pennygillam area towards Weston Road. And we've recently installed a new pedestrian crossing or toucan crossing on the Tavistock Road. So they're only small measures on their own, but collectively over a period of time, we will start to look at how we can better deliver joined up, safe and attractive walking routes for the people that live and work in the town of Launceston.